Member for Morialta.
So my question is to the Minister for the Arts. Is the Minister aware of the financial position of the South Australian Museum, and has she received any advice about potential staff cuts? And with your leave from that of the House, sir, I'll explain.
Leave is sought. Is leave granted?
Yes, sir.
Member for Morialta.
Thank you, sir. Recent board minutes released under FOI include a report from the Chair highlighting a $1.1 million deficit in the museum's budget. This deficit follows budget cuts arising from last year's budget at a time of significant cost blowouts, including in insurance, following a new appraisal of the value of the museum's collection. The opposition has been advised that at least 10 jobs are now at risk unless the government revisits its budget cuts.
Minister.
I can take the details on notice, but the museum, as a number of our institutions, are facing a number of significant efficiency saving targets, primarily from the Liberal Marshall government that they're trying to deal with. Significantly higher percentage insufficient.
Order. Member for
Significantly
Schubert.
higher percentage savings targets under former Liberal government than ours. They are dealing with that in the way that the board would ordinarily deal with those matters, in trying to reach their savings targets, and they're all options on the table. I haven't had any recent reports. I don't think I've met the museum chair since potentially late last year, but I'll take that on notice.
Member for Morialta.
So my question is to the Minister for the Arts. Can the Minister confirm that the South Australian Museum will continue to carry out a scientific research function under the Malinowskis Labor government? And with your leave, sir, and that of the House, I'll explain.
Leave is sought. Is leave granted? Member for Morialta.
Thank you, sir. The Museum Act highlights functions of the Museum Board, including, and I quote, to carry out or promote research into matters of scientific and historical interest. And the museum is a global leader in that, particularly in mineral sciences, biological sciences and paleontology. However, board minutes released under FOI reveal that the Museum Board is looking at ceasing its research functions.
Minister.
The Museum Board, as the Shadow Minister has just highlighted, the Museum Act has its objects of the museum set out in there, including research. They do a fantastic job with research. I know that the chair of the Museum Board's had discussions.
Order. Order. Member for Elder. Minister has the call.
Has had discussions with our higher education institutions. The research function will continue. It's required under the Act.
Member for Judge.